Hi students, this is Suchiyadatta and now we are about to study the second chapter of History, class 8th. The name of the chapter is From Trade to Territory. It's a very interesting chapter in which you are going to see how a trading company actually establishes control over the country and becomes the master of that country. How a trading company who had no intention, who had no aim of establishing its power in another country, actually when sees an advantage that the other country is weak, it establishes its power there. In India, Aurangzeb was the last great Mughal emperor. After him, all those emperors who came were weak and were incompetent. After the death of Aurangzeb in 1707, what started in India was that so many local rulers started asserting independence. They started becoming autonomous. They started carving out their own regional kingdoms. Thus, a big country like India started getting divided into smaller states. But there was another thing that was happening in India, and that was on the political horizon of India now came in the British, a power from outside India. We will be seeing about East India Company coming east. As far as the British arrival in India is concerned, it is the East India Company, which was a mere trading company who started trading in India. And in 1600, the East India Company got a charter from the Queen of England stating that no other trading company was allowed to trade in India except the East India Company. This meant that the East India Company had no rivals, no competitors from England. So, it could solely trade in India and make huge profits. At that time, most of the mercantile companies which were there made profit in such a way, that is by trading wherever there were no rivals so that they could make better profit from their trade. After this, we see that though there were no rivals from East India Company, but it had to face intense rivalry from other European powers. Like, if I have to say that before them only somebody had encroached India, or rather it was Vasco da Gama who had reached India in 1498 and thus came in the Portuguese in India, followed by the Dutch and the French. So, the rivalry now is between the East India Company, that is the British power, and the Portuguese and the Dutch and the French. Thus, when there were so many rivals, naturally the profit margins came down. And one more thing was that most of them were interested in similar things. That is, they were interested in the cotton and the silk textile and the spices of India. So, when all of them were trading in the same things and the profits had come down, they tried to hamper each other's trade. And for this, they tried doing by blockading the ships of their rivals, by there would be lot of sea piracy, there would be lot of sea fights, and of course, all the trade was done with arms. And the trading posts were fortified. So, such were the trade that was carried on at this time. And it was basically because so many powers were trying to trade with one country, India, and for similar things. Now for this, another thing that we have to notice is that when you are trying and encroaching a country, the rulers of that country will also become your rivals. So they had to fight the British, the powers that had come from outside, and also with the Indian powers.